Tonight was the night. Chris finally stood in front of the best restaurant in the city. He had heard that the food was so good, it was as if it was the only restaurant around. No other restaurant foods matched it. The restaurant was named the Terramundo. He walked through the polished glass doors with excitement and was guided to his seat. The restaurant was huge inside. There were customers everywhere and the place was very lively. As he sat down, two servers stood in front of his round table. It was a man and a woman. It is traditional here that our customers have two servers to better enhance their experience, the male server said. After being handed the menu, Chris began reading. There was a lot to enjoy, so he told the servers he would need some time to decide. While the servers were away, a well-dressed man approached Chris. He said, "My name is Say. And I am the owner of the restaurant." He got that name because he would say a lot of things. He told Chris that there was a secret menu with all the finest wines. The taste was unforgettable. The menu that Say handed out had many wines. Chris noticed that the prices were not shown, but he was assured that there was nothing to worry about and that it would be worth every penny. Chris selected a wine. Say had it to him in seconds, pouring it into a glass. The wine looked good and smelt good. Chris's mouth watered as he put the glass closer to his lips. The refreshing liquid touched his tongue and he nearly fell out of his seat. Never had he tasted something so good and extraordinary. Say had a pleasant smile on his face. "These wines are from a brand named Forbidden Pleasures," he said. "These wines have aged better than any other fine wines. They come from fruits that they say no longer exist." Say placed the rest of the wine on the table before leaving. Some time had passed. Chris had already finished his food. The wine was so delicious that he craved more. He so badly wanted to taste the other wines. The pleasure and excitement was surreal. He wanted to order more, and so he did. While sipping on the refreshing drink, a stranger came and sat at Chris's table. "Hi," said the stranger. "You don't know me, but I have something important to tell you. All these wines you have been enjoying are extremely expensive. Mr. Taniel is a wretched deceiver who scams the people who dine here. He offers things from a menu with prices you simply cannot pay. Then you are given the bill. And when people are unable to pay it, they are forced to clean dishes and work in the kitchen indefinitely. It is a hot and unsafe place to be. It is a very bad work environment with wet floors, exposed wires, dim lighting, and all sorts of other hazards scattered about. It is dangerous, but it is hidden well from anyone who doesn't work in there. He has connections with health and safety inspectors, so much of the truth about it is kept hidden. If a person tries to refuse to work off their debt, they are prosecuted. And even when a person works in the kitchen, at some point, Mr. Taniel makes a very strong case with his lawyers and sues the person anyway. With lies, his victims are made to look like thieves and lose so much." With fear in his eyes, Chris began to panic. The bill came. "That's more than 15,000 for just one bottle of those wines," he gasped. The stranger put his hand on Chris's shoulder and explained that even though he is guilty of buying and drinking the wines, there was one solution. Say is a temporary owner of the restaurant and got the deed by treacherous means. The founder of the restaurant is a very generous and hard-working man. He had the restaurant up and running in 7 days and left two trusted individuals in charge. But Say usurped authority from them and has had much control for a very long time. That man used to work under the founder. But something changed him. He wanted to be like the founder and wanted his status. His thoughts became warped and he resorted to doing unlawful things to get what he wanted. He may appear to be a handsome and kind man, but he is very twisted and hateful on the inside. He may have schemed his way into ownership, but the founder of the restaurant is already in the process of winning the legal case. "Your debt has been paid," the stranger said. "A man came in some time ago and offers to pay the debt of anyone who has been deceived. It is a free gift, but it must be received. In order to receive it, you must stop drinking the wine and request to have the service applied to you. The founder of this restaurant desires to make things right, so he sent his son to take care of the debt." With tears of joy, Chris put aside the wines and requested the services. He thanked the stranger and they parted ways. As Chris walked to the exit, he saw another young man drinking those delicious wines from the secret menu. Chris sat at the table with the young man and shared with him all that he had learned. The young man graciously thanked him and asked for his name. Chris smiled and said, "Most people call me Chris. But my friends call me Christian."